Boxing Voice here at the Premier Boxing Club, home of Mario Barrios and Selena Barrios, who we're going to be talking to right now, focusing in on her making her big pro debut as a female. You're well accomplished. For those that don't know you, who are out of this area, what can you tell us about some of the things you did in the amateurs?
I won numerous, God dang it, numerous titles. I won 5 ringside, 4 silver gloves, a lot of national tournaments. So I'm just looking to, to finally make my pro debut.
And during those tournaments, you beat a lot of women who you see their names out there fighting for titles. So is that kind of what sparks you to come want to do that, seeing that you were so dominant and you see them on headlining on cards and going for world titles?
Yeah, like I seen the people that I was, that used to be my competition for amateurs, and I'm like, and that can be me, but the whole, getting into shape and everything, but I'm finally doing it, so I'm just getting ready for it now.
Okay, so that your accolades go pretty far, and you're well known around here, and Wolf even nicknamed you the Beast for a while. But as far as to put things in perspective, Mario Barrios, your brother, is making a lot of big waves, and they're really pushing him hard, and he's gonna probably get a world title shot next. So to put things in perspective, I hear y'all joking and debating on who was the better fighter coming up. I mean, and it turns out that you actually brought him and were inspiring him for a while. So what was the temperament like with y'all two growing up side by side? Did y'all fuel each other's fire, or were y'all competing?
No, not really. Like, it was more or less like kind of like pushing each other type thing. Like, he was my brother, so I'm like, nah, you gotta do what we gotta do, So it was like a more or less like he was like my twin, like he was right there with me type thing.
Okay. So I mean, so what is that like, seeing that your brother's doing this, and now that you've got the skill level, you've got entertaining style, you've got power, what's that like for you, wanting to come in and make your mark? What fueled this? What sparked this in you?
A big chunk of that was my brother. Like, he's the one that got me up out of my little laziness. He's like, nah, you could do it. You see these other girls doing it, like that could be you. Like you're just as good as them, if not better than them. So like, it was my brother, and then with my daughter, they're kind of the ones that pushed me to come back. Okay. So that's what I'm doing now.
And y'all are looking at time frame wise, y'all are looking into wanting to fight within a month and stay busy and fight often. And I know you want to work your way down into a couple lower weight classes. So what are the talks? When are you most likely to fight, and what weights do you want to target as far as like going for a title run?
Probably for my first couple fights, probably bantamweight for women's, and then work my way down to featherweight, and see whatever I feel, I guess, more comfortable at. But most likely featherweight, if anything.
And you got that entertaining style. You come forward, you put a lot of pressure. I seen video where you break the opponent's will, you stop them, and you put a lot of right hands on them. I noticed a lot of right hands. So has that how you've always been? And what's going through your mind when you're in the ring fighting, wanting to put bad intentions and not just box?
I think a lot of that has to do with like the Mexican in me, like kind of like the brawliness. But yeah, I'm like I guess the Beast, just straight punches like non-stop. But yeah.
And we're gonna switch it over here to the brother, Mario Barrios, who is highly ranked, going up for a title shot more than likely next, Al Haymon fighter. What's that like for you? Maybe the possibility of you're gonna be there supporting your sister, and we know how passionate. I've seen how passionate you get when your sisters are in the ring. But what's that idea like? Do you ever think about that, and what it would be like for y'all to be on the same card, or for you to be in the corner, just watching her, do her thing as a pro without headgear and smaller gloves?
Yeah, I mean that's always been the goal since we were kids. And when we were in the amateurs, she was the one winning tournament after tournament, and I was the one. I was trying to follow her footsteps. Like I was the one. Like I was inspired by her, and I was like she was like my motivation, because she set such high standards that I was trying to meet all those. And I mean now, like to the point where we are now. I mean, I'm thankful to have her back in the gym, just back in her grinding, Like I said, it's just always been something that we've always dreamed of, and hopefully, hopefully soon we could be on the same, on the same card together. And man, like I think that'd be great for boxing, brother and sister on the same card.
No nerves, no nervousness at all. I'm seeing that it's not going to be you in there handling business. You can't do anything. You just got to sit there and cheer.
Oh no, there's too many nerves with that. I mean she's my sister, you know, my older sister. I mean with me, like when I fight, it's different. You know, I'm very calm, you know, very like I'm just focused. But I mean, like every time, like even just in their sparring, it's like man, like it's like nerve-wracking, you know, just like it's like seeing someone just like somebody hit my sister. I don't know. I start getting all antsy, start moving around. I can't sit still and everything.